Since Batman came out, I was thinking about all these like great video game franchises, which the Arkham series is definitely a part of, and I wanted to hear you guys' opinion on opinion on the
Our
best video
vocabulary is
game.
just phenomenal on this podcast.
Right? We just talk, guys. We just talk. Whatever comes out, comes out.
Talk.
In our opinion, what the best video game franchises of our time are.
Certainly. Of our time.
Yeah. Or ever, whatever, dude.
Best franchise
since we've been alive,
I guess. Well, I guess it could date back to when we weren't alive in terms of Mario and Zelda.
Yeah, the obvious answer is Mario.
Yeah, you could say that.
Best is pretty broad. Should we talk about our favorite franchises?
Yeah, I would say our favorites. You know, in terms of like, I'm going to come at it as a when I look at a franchise, how it's evolved over time and like how it's bettered itself over time. Yeah. And the first one that comes to my mind, of course, is the Uncharted series, which has just progressively gotten better and better. Because the first one was an excellent game, but the second one just blew the first one out of the water, which it was just so far superior. It's like insane. And then I still enjoy the second Uncharted better than the third, but it still wasn't I would say in terms of gameplay and stuff a better game in that aspect. So I would definitely say the Uncharted series, it's just continued to get better and better, and by looking at Uncharted 4, that just looks incredible. So speaking of Uncharted 4, did you see that new gameplay?
I did not.
I think I showed Garrett, and
it was incredible.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Well worth the watch.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I thought the first half was awesome. The second half like blows that out of the water. It was awesome.
I need to watch it.
I was very surprised how cool it was.
Yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't even say I'm surprised. I was just very obviously impressed.
Yeah.
Easily impressed at how good it was.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So you understand like what everyone was excited about at E3?
Yes.
That saw that part.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Does not surprise me at all that after seeing that demo, it became a lot of people's game of show.
Definitely.
For sure. So yeah, I'm like, so that's all I want to see though from that game from now on. So I'm done with that.
It makes
game.
me not even want to watch it. If it's that
you might.
awesome.
I know Jay. He said he doesn't want to even watch it. I just kind of told him how awesome it was, and he was like, "Well, that makes me not want to watch it."
Right.
So I kind of want to experience that for myself.
Yeah.
I know if I was playing that for the first time, I would have just been like, "Oh." So hopefully, there's a lot more moments like that in the game.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah. But,
who are we kidding? I'm probably gonna watch it.
Yeah, probably. What about you, sir, Mr. Garrett?
We're talking about favorites?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like a lot of things
you
I
want
could
to talk
say.
about Halo for 45 minutes?
No, I've already talked about Halo enough. I think Halo 1 through 3 is a fantastic trilogy, and I like it a lot. So
not only a trilogy, I mean, it's a fantastic gaming series.
It's going to have more. I mean, Halo 4 I liked a lot, too.
Yeah.
Halo 5, I've played the beta.
Yeah.
It was cool. Multiplayer beta.
Halo Reach.
Definitely excited for that game.
Did you like Reach?
Yeah, I liked Reach. It was cool. I didn't like the multiplayer as much. I know a lot of people like rave about the multiplayer in Reach. I didn't like it that much. I preferred the simpler multiplayer like in 2 and 3.
I've heard more people complain about the multiplayer in Reach.
Well, I've literally heard an exact perfectly 50-50 side. I've heard people say it's better than all of them. I've heard people say it's the worst out of all of them. I'm on the side that didn't like it as much, and that's not being me and like, I don't like changes, don't change it, and like I sucked at it. No, like I still played the exact same way I did in Halo 3. Like I did okay. It was fine. I just thought all the jetpack and stuff was, I mean, it wasn't bad. I just preferred the simpler arena Halo style shooter. But
yeah. So are you fine with Halo 5 implementing some of those things?
Yeah, I mean, there's no jetpacks in Halo 5. You have a thruster pack, but
I'm happy that there's just aim down sight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically it's aim down sight when at the same time, like, it's still basically like zooming in. It just has more. It has an animation instead of it actually going into the scope.
Yeah.
So.
And if you get shot, you get knocked out of it, correct?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Yeah, that seems way more Halo.
Yeah, it's very Halo. So, yeah, I'm excited about Halo 5, and I think the series has definitely evolved well over the years. So. It's definitely improved, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah. So I think that's one of my favorites for sure.
I agree.
I've said that 100 times, so it's not a surprise.
Yeah, not a surprise.
No.
I'm trying to think of something that's not like an obvious answer for me.
Call of Duty?
No.
No, you wouldn't?
No.
Really?
Like something I would obviously say was like World of Warcraft or like Kingdom Hearts or something.
Kingdom Hearts would be a valid answer. It's a series.
I don't know if it's. I don't know. I mean, there's only been 2 games, and
there's been way more than 2 games.
There's been a ton of games. Like there's been 2 console games.
Yeah. 2 main ones. Would you consider World of Warcraft one? I mean, would you include the expansions as like a series, like the World of Warcraft series?
They're basically game. Well, they are.
Has it involved the gameplay at all, or just evolved the story?
Yeah, it's evolved like drastically over the years. It just started out like there used to be 60-man raids. Like that was the raid type. You had to get 60 people together.
Destiny 60-player raid?
That would be insane.
Unbelievable.
That would be kind of awesome, though.
Can you imagine getting people to cooperate with 60 people?
And so, okay, so you're telling me that people would have to like
maybe it was 40.
talking to each
it might
other?
be 40.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
So like,
it was something.
It would be a lot if there was 20.
Oh yeah.
They have 20s right now.
I
Actually,
mean, think about how pissed we get off when we have 6 people in Destiny raids trying to get it going.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just so many more features. I mean, that happens with any game though. That's gone on over time. They evolve. They make changes to make the game better.
Yeah.
Usually it gets better. Sometimes not.
I'm still amazed. Like that game is still going, and it's like still like looks like it's running off the same engine basically.
Yeah. I mean, they've made a few graphical improvements.
Yeah. I mean, still it's like essentially that game they want you to be able to like run.
I like
potato,
the way it looks.
Basically.
Yeah.
I like the way it
anybody
looks.
To be able
I mean,
to
they
play
just
it.
recently updated the character models.
Yeah.
So.
Which is pretty funny because my computers have never really been able to run that game very well. Which is it just shows what piece of crap of a computer.
It shows how crappy your computer is.
Thank you very much, Garrett. Goodness.
Yeah.
Dude, we're still drunk
it's,
from July
at least
4th,
for gaming.
Dude.
Yeah.
I've always played on a Mac, which is not the ideal setup.
Dude, that's the ultimate gaming PC.
I played the free trial from level 1 to 20 as a blood elf or whatever.
Dude, we play. Yeah, you made us play.
I made you guys play blood elves.
You're like, they're cool, dude. And we look like just a bunch of anime people, basically.
I don't even know how to describe how we looked, but I made
running
it level
around
20.
in our undies.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
they have like this little like hip hop.
Yeah, when they're standing there, they look very
the males
very seductive when they're standing there.
Absolutely. I remember we played like hardcore that first night. I didn't even go to work the next day.
Yeah,
right.
It's like, dude, the World of Warcraft taking over my night. Never played it ever again.
Nope.
But yeah, the reason it's so like special to me, not only because of the experiences I had in the game, but like the lore and the story of that world is just so vast. Like it's on the scale of like a Lord of the Rings or something. Like there's just so much content, and not even all of it's in the game. Like there's books, there's the old strategy games before the MMO was made. Yeah. So I mean,
the soon to be live action movie.
Oh yeah, it's coming out next December, I believe. Or maybe I think it got pushed back actually.
You think we'll see anything at Comic-Con this year?
Yeah, they're at Comic-Con.
That's awesome.
I'm very interested to see what that even is.
They've shown a screenshot.
It's going to be more of like a
that.
humans versus orc kind of thing.
That's cool.
Like how the original game was.
I'll definitely go see it for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I feel like if I even tried to get into that game, I'd just be like, my mind would
especially
be blown
now.
By there's so much content. I'd just be like, what
massive.
the heck? Yeah, with like
and
how many expansions?
It's steadily
like 4
declining.
6.
And there's supposed to be a couple more.
You got the original game, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Pandaria.
Yeah,
I think. I don't even know how to say it anymore. And then the 6th one is the one that just came out, which is.
Come on, Jacob.
What is it called?
You're not a real
I don't even remember.
You're not even
the Iron Horde, I think.
The Iron Horde?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
There's supposed to be any more coming out after that?
Yeah. I think there's 2 or 3 more.
That's
wow.
insane. Dude.
That's crazy.
But yeah, they're losing subscribers.
Still, they have like over 5 million, right?
Yeah.
That's still insane.
Yep.
That's crazy. Still,
I think there's more fireworks going on out there.
They're still going.
Happy 5th of July.
Yep.
Yeah, woo. I'm going to throw another one out there.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, yeah.
What a lineage of games that has had.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
very
talk
good.
about progressed. I mean, from the
especially
over-the-top
the latest one.
style. Oh, yeah, for sure. From the over-the-top style to GTA 3, which, basically changed the way we looked at, like, even open world games and stuff,
right.
third person in general. Like, I mean, then going to San Andreas and Vice City and stuff, like, those games are really cool. And especially the leap onto next gen at the time, like GTA 4, like that blew
GTA
my
Online,
mind.
like that was a huge milestone for them.
Yeah, I mean, it was in GTA 4. Just running, yeah, open world running around and stuff, and it was really fun. But there weren't really like missions and stuff. You just basically just like screwed around and killed each other and flew off buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Which for the time it was still freaking awesome.
I mean, that's pretty much what we still do now.
Basically,
whenever we get on there.
Yeah, but then that leap to GTA 5. I mean, that series. I mean, talk about a series that has shown like progression.
They had like the
holy
3
crap.
character story. That was cool.
That was really cool. When I was kind of skeptical about that at first, but that actually ended up being
a really good job with it.
Really, really cool. And,
that was a good year of games. We had BioShock Infinite, that game. There was something else. Yeah, Last of Us 2.
Yeah, it
oh
came
my
out
gosh.
like 2
that was
months
a good
before
year.
that, 2 or 3 months before that. Yeah, that could arguably be one of the greatest gaming years ever with those 3 games itself coming out.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, those are 3 like super high caliber games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say massive BioShock 2. not BioShock 2, but BioShock
the
as
franchise,
well.
Yeah,
franchise.
Phenomenal franchise, especially the first one, man. Holy crap!
Yeah, that game
I would
was
love to
insane.
play a remaster of that.
I cannot believe
I'm
I never
surprised
played
that hasn't been done.
I know.
Like,
That'd be
holy
so
crap.
cool.
I'd love to play through that game.
Have you ever played it?
The first one's definitely the best.
Dang,
I only played
so
Infinite.
good. I love Infinite Story though.
Me
dude.
too.
Infinite Story.
I also like the world.
The ending is so great.
Yes. Like that.
No spoilers.
No, but
it's great.
I've never played an entire game and was like, what the heck is going on? And then everything be revealed to me in like 5 seconds. I was just like, that blew my mind. How well it was written. So,
it was awesome.
Even the second one, which is regarded as the worst one, it was still really cool.
I still did enjoy that. Yeah, it was fun.
Still really good.
That one's through like the eyes of a
Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Yes. Which those guys were terrifying.
Yes, they
I
were.
remember.
And those are the guys on the covers, right? Like the robot
the guys with
guys.
the drill hands and stuff.
Yep.
I say we also got to throw Call of Duty in there.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's evolved a ton since the beginning.
It's evolved for sure.
Yeah.
I think it hit.
You could argue that it's one of the
gameplay
most influential
up until
first-person shooters for sure.
Yeah, that is definitely.
It is the
influenced.
most influential.
Yeah, it is definitely the.
And it
what's
still
the word
has
I'm
one of the
looking
best
for?
FPS.
It is the
mechanics.
I can't think of the word. Whenever we're on a podcast, I can't speak. None of us can speak correctly.
Nope, we're just gibbering.
It is the.
It is the shooter game.
I can't think of the word. You guys are gonna think I'm an idiot, but it's the main shooter that is like regarded as like the best of them all. Essentially, when it comes to gameplay, it's just like it's like you can't even complain.
It's always
about
been
how good the
silky
gameplay is.
smooth.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I've never heard anybody complain about the gameplay aspect. All I've heard is like, oh, copy and paste. Oh, you're copy and pasting freaking awesome gunplay. Like,
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it truly
why
didn't-
wouldn't they keep doing that?
I know exactly.
It truly
still
didn't evolve
selling.
until Advanced Warfare, where that did definitely give it a different feel. I mean, essentially aiming down the sights and shooting felt exactly the same, but as far as zipping around on your, what do they call?
Exosuits.
Exosuits.
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely shook things up a bit.
I kind of feel like it changed at Ghosts. Like before that, it was just really stale and
Ghost
clunky.
felt really stale to me.
It
for
did.
some
I mean,
That was
yeah,
most
the game
boring
was
Call of Duty
stale,
I've ever
but-
played.
Yeah, just even the graphics
I didn't mean it
were
like
just
that, like-
gray.
Yeah.
Like everything about that game was kind of
like Ghosts is when they finally like added new like movement mechanics, like sliding and
Sliding.
You're true. Aiming out of cover and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which who really did that?
no one.
I
Nobody
forgot that was
really.
in that game.
Yeah.
You
I used to
you
do
could run
story
over
mode.
like barrier or like
Oh yeah, and your
You could-
arms touched it, and you flipped
Yeah,
over.
there's an
Yeah, how
animation
cool.
now.
Pause.
Yeah, so cool.
Could you shoot while you're leaping over stuff too?
I think so.
Okay, I
Maybe.
can't remember if that. I'm
I
thinking
don't
of a
know.
different game or not.
I know there was that perk in Advanced Warfare, Gung Ho, where you always had your.
That was
gun
my
out.
favorite perk in
Yeah,
that game.
that was really
it was
good.
awesome.
Perfect for running gunners.
Yep.
But I think it hit its peak at Call of Duty 4. That I mean, I've already said in our favorite games of all time. That's on my top 5 list.
I think it
'cause
is peak at Warfare 2.
Warfare 2. I in the beginning, yes, but that game got super abused with One Man Army, like so bad. Infinite noob tubes everywhere.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
that ruined the game so bad. And Commando as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
I
times.
remember the day before that game came out, we were like, oh, I can't wait for this game. There's no Juggernaut. That's the only thing we were worried about
Yeah.
was Juggernaut, which do you even know what that is?
We told him about it before.
we
It's when he
have-
had like extra health,
Yeah.
basically.
It's
And-
like the zombie perk, right?
No. It's Juggernaut is you have extra health. Like if I shoot you with a sniper rifle, you won't die in one hit.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
so annoying. So we were like, thank God tomorrow we get to shoot people and they die and stuff.
Yeah.
Then there was Commando and One Man Army, and it just went downhill from
Commando let you knife people from like 15 feet away.
Yeah.
It was like the sword in Halo. You would just like lunge. It would like glue to someone like magnetically, and you just lunge across the map and attack
I've
them.
always hated that sword in Halo.
there. People have made GIFs where like somebody's slashing a knife and they just like fly across the map and like knife somebody. But that game was awesome when it came out. That was super fun.
And when we were talking about games that have evolved and become very successful franchises, I mean, we always talk about Treyarch and Black Ops specifically. It implemented like the pick 10 system,
10, I believe, yeah.
and I mean, little things like that added to the multiplayer have always made it different and fun and exciting, and customizing your weapons and custom images you can create, and so even the littlest things help keep games interesting as they go on. But yeah, Call of Duty certainly has been a favorite of mine, definitely. I mean,
I've always enjoyed the Treyarch games more than anyone else that made them.
Me too.
Yeah. It used to be Infinity Ward, like I would look forward to theirs the most, but ever since kind of all of them left and stuff, it's definitely Treyarch has stepped up and kind of taken the mantle as making the best Call of Duties, in my opinion. So,
Yeah, but good franchise for sure.
yeah, absolutely,
Looking forward.
What
to Black Ops
about
3.
absolutely.
the Elder Scrolls series?
Oh heck yeah, dude!
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls has been
Some of the best
phenomenal.
open world games, RPGs.
Absolutely. My first one was Morrowind. I played on the Xbox.
My
At
first
a
one was
friend's house.
Oblivion.
Yeah, that's the first one I actually owned myself, which Garrett introduced me to that game.
Yeah, Garrett actually. What word am I thinking?
Borrow?
No, you influenced me to buy it. I guess
know.
Persuaded?
Yeah, persuaded. There we go. You persuaded me to buy that.
Like
I don't remember what you said, but you said I should try it, so I did.
Dude, I remember.
I bought that and something else the same day.
Star Wars?
Doesn't matter. No.
No? Okay, I remember you playing.
No, I played
game.
Oblivion like way later than it came out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Towards the end of its life, like actually like a few months before Skyrim came out.
Yeah, I got Fallout 3 after. I played Fallout 3 before Oblivion, and then you were like, dude, you need to play Oblivion. It's like Fallout 3, but with swords and stuff. I was like, oh, holy crap, like, I'm all over that. Still fantastic. I enjoyed Fallout 3 more. But I remember you told me that you had, like, a save in Oblivion where you were, like, falling off a cliff, and, like, you had to start completely over because of that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's funny you reminded me of that. I had a character that leveled up to, like, level 20-something. I had a ton of money, ton of cool, rare stuff that I had found. And I randomly was in a city where there's this very, very high bridge that obviously I wanted to jump off of for fun and kill myself. Well,
why wouldn't you?
I jumped off, and as soon as I hit the ground, it like froze. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I have to start my Xbox over. So I started my Xbox over. Every time I tried to load it, it couldn't load that save. It was like corrupt, so I had to start over. It was awful.
So bad.
Always save multiple files.
Yep. I thoroughly enjoyed that game, though.
Yeah, and talk about an evolution, like from Oblivion to Skyrim, like especially in like a graphic standpoint. Like, holy crap, people actually look like people in that game. Oh yeah, Skyrim is freaking massive. It's really weird because like we have the map right there. When you look at it, it doesn't look that big. It
really doesn't.
But
it certainly
huge.
feels big when you're exploring,
especially with all the caves and stuff underground and stuff. But yeah, I can only imagine what the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to look like.
I know. Can you imagine?
Crap.
Especially after playing Fallout 4.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure we'll kind of get a taste of that in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
We're assuming that's going to be Bethesda's next big game.
It's pretty safe to say that's essentially...
Yeah.
Do you think Bethesda would ever stray away from the Elder Scrolls and create something completely new?
I'd like to see it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. I've never thought about that before.
I'm always into new games.
I am too, but like that's like their thing. Like they've never not made that in like Fallout.
I feel like they would at least make one more for this generation, at least.
Yeah.
6 is a good number to stop at. It's an even number.
Yeah, if they were going to do one final one to kind of hand off the reins to someone else, I don't know.
I'd feel really about that.
Oh yeah, me too. But I don't know. Someone's going to want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if they continue to like, or if they're like really into that, I mean, essentially, you just want Bethesda to be making games that they're like really into. So if they're still like super passionate about the Elder Scrolls and they continue making them, I'm going to keep buying them because they're going to be freaking awesome. So, I feel like if they're ever tired of that, they're going to stop playing it.
Yeah.
Or making it. So, but guys, you guys have any other mentions?
I mean, we could go on forever.
Yeah, I could just mention every game that I like.
Shout out to Sly Cooper. That entire
Sly
series
Cooper,
is freaking amazing.
I never played
Ratchet
Thieves in Time,
good.
but 1 through 3 I loved. Sly Cooper.
Time was pretty cool. I played it on PlayStation Now. Is that what it's called?
You mean Vita?
Nope.
Or Now?
No.
Oh yeah, you rented it, didn't you?
Yeah. And like I got halfway through the game and just started lagging so hardcore, so I stopped playing it.
Yeah.
But it's on Vita, so I should buy it. But then I say that about a lot of games, and I never do.
Right.
Speaking of handhelds, Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Pokemon is a huge franchise.
First game I ever played.
Ever?
Ever.
Have we? I think we've already said that.
Yeah, we've said it.
Yeah.
But
what did
I might have some new people watching, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was a lot of people's first game.
Tired over there, bub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was I think I was 8 or 9 when I first played it.
Yeah. You played your first game at 8? Holy crap, Jacob.
Yeah,
man.
You lived in like
what
a
did
cave?
you do for 8 years?
Yeah.
I arrived late to the scene. Yeah, I played a lot of stuff outdoors.
Dude, I don't remember not playing games. Like, I think I was like born with like a controller in my hand.
I don't remember
First
not playing
console was
games
the
either.
64.
Holy crap.
N64.
That was like my third.
I don't know what I did all day without games. I must have just played in the backyard on our playset.
Yeah, like a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's essentially what I did too. Played
Rode around on my little
stickball.
skateboard, tried to play basketball.
Did you guys
Dressed up
start
as
on the
Batman.
Game Boy Color, or did you start?
I started on
else?
Game Boy Color.
I started on NES.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I mean, I had an NES before, or SNES before Game Boy Color.
No, I mean,
or
just
maybe
like
I didn't.
Handhelds in general. Which
I
one
mean,
did
I
you
had a
start on?
Game Boy with Pokemon in it, but I had
the
my
original Game Boy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Jay gave it to me, my uncle, and I got a Pokemon Red from my parents for a birthday or something like that. Pokemon, and it like blew my mind.
You know something that annoys me about the Game Boy Color?
What annoys
about
you?
mine specifically? Our buddy Kevin Michalowski, which
Yeah.
we think might have
Where
vanished.
are
off-
you?
Yeah, he might have
Where are you,
vanished. off-
Kevin?
We can't find him on the internet. We were best friends with him in elementary school, and we can't find him anywhere on the internet. So he probably never existed.
We were making a joke about this yesterday. He probably doesn't even exist.
Yeah, he could have been our imaginary friend, for all we
essentially.
know.
Yeah.
But I remember before I got a Game Boy Color, I didn't even know it existed till I saw him playing on his. He had a yellow one, and he played Pokemon and whatever else you could play on that thing, a ton of crap. But I was like, man, that's so cool. And I asked my mom for one, like for Christmas. She's like, all right, we'll go pick one out for you. And we went to Walmart back when like they had a whole display of like just every color you could imagine of the Game Boy colors. I mean, they had like purple and red and blue, yellow, green, like the see-through ones.
Wasn't it like the best thing in the world to go to Walmart and like look at all the games, just like being there, just looking in the glass cases?
Yeah,
Probably
like
because
so
you couldn't have
magical.
anything.
Yeah.
Like I want all of this.
Yeah,
I got the see-through one. That was mine. The
Sorry,
purple see-through.
continue.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just like an idiot. Since Kevin had a yellow one, I thought I had to get a yellow one to like be able to play what he was playing and like have the same experience and the same amount of fun that he's having. Like I thought I wouldn't have as much fun if I got a different color.
Yeah.
I don't even like yellow, but I got yellow of all colors. It looked like a big banana.
I had the see-through purple one.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one I
That's the
had.
one. Whenever I think of a Game Boy, well, I mean, I think of my yellow one because that's what I have. But the one I think right of after I think of the yellow one is the see-through purple one.
Well, so a perk of my dad being a principal at a school is that he would oftentimes confiscate
You
things
lucky
from
bastard.
kids. Dude,
Yeah.
he brought home like 3 Game Boys
That's awesome.
with games. I had like Donkey Kong Country, The Lord of the Rings.
Did they ever get these things back?
No, because their parents never came and got them. That's
No
why I
way.
got to have them.
Holy crap!
Yeah, so my sister had like a yellow Game Boy Color that he confiscated.
Wow.
He brought home a Game Boy Advance one time
Holy
that I
crap.
got. Yeah, it was freaking awesome.
That's awesome, man.
I know, right?
I had a
Steal it from
see-through
those
purple
kids,
Game Boy
those
Advance.
stupid kids.
Yeah, stupid. It was that one was see through as well. I had everything I had.
I
was
had the see-through Game Boy Advance, and then the SP came out.
Yeah, I never had.
That was the
SP.
last one I got.
That was really
the
cool
SP.
though.
Yeah, I like the SP because I pretended
the
it was
little
like a
flip
flip
screen,
phone.
right?
Yeah.
I wanted one really bad though because I was really into Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap
Mm-hmm.
on Game Boy Advance, and I like played it on my regular Advance, and I just wanted an SP to play it on for some reason.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
why.
played Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on my SP.
That's really cool. I
Yeah.
had that game too. That was confiscated from a kid.
Wow.
Not
I
even
have
joking.
really, really fond memories of playing Tarzan on the Game Boy Color. Did you guys ever
Nice.
play that game?
No.
I don't think so.
It was like some Tarzan.
I remember you had a Jackie Chan game that was like hard as crap.
Was it based on the cartoon?
Yeah, the animated
I remember
series.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the
about,
gameplay
greatest
was like.
franchise of all time.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan the animated series.
Yep.
Also Mario Kart I played on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah, I had
game
that
was
too.
awesome.
That was
Oh, yeah, I
freaking
did have
awesome,
that.
dude. Oh yeah, Game Boy Advance had a lot of good memories.
Mhm.
The worst memory was sitting in your car at night and not being able to play it.
Yeah, because you can't see.
So bad. I would like
Oh yeah.
put it near the window and like try and like
Did you
get
guys ever
light off
buy
a
those
street light
attachments?
to
The
like
Advance
get it.
was the first one that came with the lit up screen, correct?
the SP.
Yes.
I mean, I could have
Yes.
sworn.
You remember the little
that's what I was
lights you could
afraid
plug
of.
in?
Yeah.
And those were awesome.
I was like, man, the Advance. I was like, I almost knew it didn't have that, but I was like hoping. I was like, I can't believe I got the Advance and it still didn't have that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember the SP had it because you could turn
Yeah.
it on and off.
Yeah.
But man, I can't believe the Advance didn't have it either.
Yeah.
We lived that long without like good
did.
lighting playing
I know.
games.
Did you
What the
guys ever
heck?
use link cables?
Okay. I didn't. I had a neighbor who wanted to trade Pokemons with
Yeah.
me, and he came over, and I remember my mom was like in my room trying to find one because I swear I had one, and it ended up being just like some random USB cable, and I was like, I thought I had one, and we're like trying to figure out where to plug it in on the Game Boy. But yeah, I never got one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I went to church.
Yeah.
I miss those days, dude.
Yeah, they were cool when you
Why
couldn't
can't
do
we just be
everything
kids
with
again?
Bluetooth, and now you can just switch those. Pretty funny.
Wireless.
I bought speaking of all these handhelds, I bought a Nintendo DS,
Mhm.
and for the first year, I never had a game for it.
Wow, what'd you do on it?
I played the Metroid Prime demo that came with it
Nice.
constantly over and over again. And the first day, I was like, well, I'm bored about this, and I never bought another game for it.
I remember my sister had a DS that she had Nintendogs, which I didn't care about.
That was cool. I had the Wiener Dog edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had that, and she had that like Wario like mini game.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Wario.
That was a fun one.
All the Wario's minigame games are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So greatest franchises.
We could literally talk about a million good franchises. So I think we should just kind of wrap it
Essentially, we
up.
said, yeah,
Because we would go on forever.
probably.
Mm.
Speaking of badasses and Wario, he's
Yeah.
a badass, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not really, but
Not
okay.
really.
Waluigi.
He's got a big ass.
That's true. He kind of does.
He
Me and Garrett were at Taco Bell today. Again, we go like every Sunday.
Yeah.
Talking about I don't know. We were just talking about like badasses in video games, and I was interested to see like
who we think some of the biggest badasses are.
Yeah. Tell me why. I have a little top 3 list for y'all. I want to run by. I'm gonna say my number 3 is Ellie from The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Talk about a badass. She like goes through all of that hell. And she's like 14 years old. And she's like,
she didn't take anyone's crap either.
Absolutely. Like, she's like, what's up? I'm going to beat you with a pipe I just ripped off the wall. I'm going to stab you with my knife like 80 times.
I'm going to shoot you with my bow and arrow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she doesn't take crap from anybody.
Yep.
You know, when she essentially, spoilers again, when she essentially got caught by like David in the snow and stuff, she was like, I'm not scared of you. I'm going to freaking slaughter you with this machete.
Yeah.
Like,
that was pretty gnarly.
Freaking awesome. Like, so.
Speaking of powerful female characters, Lara Croft is really
yeah,
we were going to talk about that,
too.
Especially in the latest Tomb Raider for sure.
Yeah, how many people did she slaughter in that game?
She was a
she dealt with a vengeance.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, she was brutal in that game for sure.
Yeah. Did you guys see the 15-minute playthrough of the new game?
Yeah, I did when she's in the forest.
Yeah. What'd you think?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, pretty cool.
It looked a lot like the first one.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to play it. I'm excited for it.
Absolutely.
Even if it was just like the first, I would still play it just because it's Tomb Raider, and I enjoy Tomb Raider.
I love the most recent one, so looking forward to that.
Same here.
Yeah, Lara Croft and Ellie are certainly badasses. Definitely.
Absolutely. My number 2. I bet you didn't think about
Was that your number 1?
That was my number 3.
Okay.
I haven't even thought about this since we mentioned it at the table.
It's all right. It's all right. It'll come to you.
Yeah.
We discussed it a little bit. I know you got some people in your head, but my number 2. I bet you didn't even think about this one. John Marston
from Red Dead.
From Red Dead.
Yeah.
What a badass. Dude.
He is a badass.
Holy crap! Spoilers for Red Dead. Did you play Red Dead?
Mm-mm.
Holy crap,
you
dude.
can spoil it, though.
He went out like a boss.
He did.
He dies in the end. He's got his family behind him, and he's like, get out of here. And he just,
that's awesome.
In classic Western style, he walks up to his barn doors and just pops them open, whips his gun out, and just gets destroyed
by like 15 guys.
Yeah,
Westerns are so awesome.
I know.
I wish we still had good Westerns nowadays. They just don't make them anymore.
We're waiting for the Hateful Eight.
Yeah, that's
to come out.
awesome.
That's gonna be freaking awesome. But the Red Dead was like the first Western thing I ever experienced, and I like watched Western movies after that game because I was so into them. And like, it's really cool how much inspiration Red Dead took from like all these old Western movies, like Tombstone and 3:10 to Yuma and stuff like that. Like, you can totally see inspiration. But yeah, John Marston goes through the entire game just trying to get his family back, like working for the government, just doing the stupidest stuff, and in the end, he just goes out just like super awesome just for his family and stuff. But he's pretty freaking cool.
And spoilers again, you play his son's like a teenager when he gets killed at the end of the game, and his son grows up to become his father basically, and you play as his son for like the remainder of the game, and you end up going to kill like the head honcho that had your dad killed at the end.
Edgar Ross. What did he say when he would smack your horse? He'd be like, "What you now?" Like, you can never understand what he said.
You're like, come on, get.
Yeah,
I can't remember what he said. There's something very specific he said.
Yeah, and I never figured out what he said. But that was a really cool twist where you just don't even from then on, like all the side missions and stuff, you can finish as his son.
Yeah,
which is really cool. That's when I was talking about Batman dying. I wanted it to be something like that because that like blew my mind that a game did that.
Yeah, it was cool.
So then, of course, my number 1 is the biggest badass in all of gaming, Kratos from God of War.
Certainly,
like. Talk about not.
I'm going to experience that for the first time in a few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. July 14th, maybe. I don't know. It's in July. Hang on, that's this month.
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't seen any advertising for that game.
I've seen like something on PSN. That was it. Yeah, that game's freaking
I'm really
awesome.
Excited to play that.
Dude, you
it's
just
a fun one.
You slaughter just like.
You
kill gods, dude. You just
man.
kill every.
What's more badass than that?
I know. Like, I was trying to think of somebody that could like beat Kratos in a fight. In video games,
no one.
Yeah,
literally no one.
Yeah. So, and he does it with a frown on his face the entire time.
Yeah.
I like actually kind of feel bad playing as him sometimes because you have to do just really effed up stuff. So I remember in the first one you had to throw this dude in a cage and he's like screaming the entire time, and you just have to like kick him up this hill and then you just light him on fire to sacrifice him to get in like this room. And I just felt awful doing it. I was just like, dang, dude. He wears. You know why he's white?
Why?
That's his wife and daughter's ashes on his body because he killed them. So he wears his like family on his body.
Why did he kill him again? Or did
Because
they get killed?
Ares tricked him into killing him.
That's right.
Yeah, and then he was
Was
like,
Ares the original God of War?
yes.
Okay.
Until in the first game, he kills Ares and he
becomes the God of War.
Then
Yeah.
the gods like kind of condemn him, and that's what the third one's about: is him getting revenge on every god. Poseidon.
That's such a cool story.
Oh, it's freaking awesome, dude! Just especially that game being on PS3. Like, I'm very interested to see what the graphics look like now, but that game was like insane on PS3 technology.
Yeah, and I played that not even like a couple years ago.
I remember
played
you
it,
playing,
and it looked amazing.
Yeah.
On PS3.
There's
so.
a boss in the third one. You fight the dude that the entire first game took place on, and he's just like a boss for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like the scale of the game.
Yeah, he's so huge that you literally like that was the world you were basically on or in the first
like,
one. Was it
like,
the first or second one?
The first one, because you go get Pandora's box
Right.
on the back of this Titan, and you have to kill the Titan by climbing him. You're like a speck on him, and you're fighting this Titan.
That's
and
cool.
It's so freaking cool. I'm excited to hear what you think about that. But
We'll have to do a let's play of it.
oh, absolutely, for
Certainly.
sure. Yeah. Speaking of badasses, we probably already have a Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes let's play out already now.
Yeah.
And Big Boss is certainly a badass.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
Oh, I know
So
mine.
check it out.
He's
guys.
probably
Mine.
definitely the greatest secret agent in video games. Certainly.
Oh, absolutely.
So
him and Sam Fisher.
all that tactical
sure.
espionage action.
Yeah.
I know
Espionage
my
action.
ultimate
Espionage
badass.
action. What is he?
Geralt of Rivia.
He is a badass for sure. I didn't
Certainly.
even
No
think
one
about
messes
that.
with Geralt.
I like
So
how he always
Kratos.
keeps
And
it
gets
cool
away with
too.
it. Except Kratos.
Bet you Kratos would rip him up.
Even when Geralt's in the clutches of death itself, he still
Yeah.
keeps his cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
always
Well, he
finds
has
a
no
way.
emotions.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
It helps not to be human, I guess.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I guess he technically is human. He just is void of all emotions.
A
He's
mutated
monster.
human.
He's a monster.
It's a mutant.
Has
a
you beat that
freak.
game yet?
No.
You
Me
haven't?
neither.
Okay. You're almost there.
Almost.
I watched him
I'm
play it last
close
night.
to. I'm gathering the witches. Are they witches? All the
Sorceresses.
Yeah,
Sorceresses.
sorceresses.
and or not Nilfgaard.
against the Wild Hunt.
Novigrad.
You got like 4 or 5 more hours probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garrett's probably like 3 and below.
I'm gonna finish Batman before I do that.
Yeah. Batman's a badass too in games.
He
I was
is.
kind of debating on to put that on the list or not because like I don't know if you would consider him just a video game character, but I guess
We could
you
consider him from the Arkham universe. I mean,
Exactly.
Batman, everyone knows is a badass regardless,
Yeah.
but in the Arkham universe, he is definitely a total badass.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
Especially when he literally essentially goes to war almost completely by himself in Arkham Knight and just literally almost does everything himself.
Literally
and saves the
takes
day.
on the whole city.
almost.
Yeah.
What if Poison Ivy wasn't there?
Yeah, we always were funny if he's like, I need Poison Ivy, I need you to save all the plants and in turn also save the city. And she's
Yes.
just like,
No.
no.
Thanks.
Oh, game's over.
Yep.
Probably shouldn't talk anymore about that. That's not really a spoiler, but
Right.
whatever. Probably don't need any more of those.
Master Chief's a given. He's a badass.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that
how?
too.
Okay, he's like what, 20 feet tall or something? Like
No,
how
he's.
tall
I
is
think
he?
he's like
20 feet.
he's either like 7'5" or like 8 feet tall.
That's
I always
insane.
forget the
Dude,
specifics.
did I read you that fact where his armor weighs half a ton?
Yeah.
His armor weighs half a ton.
You
That's
did tell me that.
Insane.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nothing short of a badass.
I'm sure there's someone out there, maybe even one of our viewers, that knows all the specifics of Master Chief. I do not personally, but I just know that he's very tall and he's super strong, obviously. And not even just like what he's wearing or like who it's like who he is even cooler. I mean, until Halo 4, he didn't have much emotion either. He always kept his cool. I mean, Halo 4, they kind of brought some more emotion out of him. But Halo 1 through 3, he just like kicks a ton of ass, and it's just so awesome. From game 1 through 3, you just slay all of the Covenant, kill all these bad guys, just destroy everyone, and at the end, just go back into cryo sleep right where you started. Wake me when you need me. That's the coolest freaking ending I have ever seen in my life. But yeah, he's a total badass, and everyone knows that, so we can move on from Master Chief.
Yeah. Master Chief's a badass, and Cortana has a nice ass.
Nice. You just ruined this entire podcast. Yeah, no one's denying that. Cortana is a beautiful AI, that's for sure.
She is a beautiful AI. For sure.
Who's something we're there's I mean
I know
that's the
we're
thing.
missing,
Whenever
like,
we're like
something
trying to think
obvious.
about it, it's so hard. But whenever we're just like off camera talking about it, it's easier. But
we talk about it
who's
forever.
someone
What
we're
about Dungus Story?
Dunga
What a
Story from
badass
Elder
he is.
Scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that Let's Play. You can check it out on our YouTube channel for sure. He's a good
Dungus Story.
he's a good orc.
Yes,
So.
he's the orc champion for sure.
Certainly.
Yes.
That beautiful flaming red hair,
Mm.
that mustache,
That mustache, dude.
Gosh.
curling into oblivion.
Yes. He'll never leave my heart, for
Definitely.
sure.
Wish I had a stash that.
We already mentioned Drake from Uncharted, didn't we?
No.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Yeah, he is. Like, he's a badass just for not dying yet.
Yeah, he's a lucky man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a lot of skill, too, but
Yeah.
he's been in some hairy situations that he's just happened to get out
That
of.
he just slips out
right
of.
at the right time.
Yep.
So,
Typical Drake.
Yep.
Always slipping out.
we mentioned Corvo from Dishonored's a badass.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He's
That guy's
super cool.
Freaking awesome.
He is.
He's probably like the best assassin ever.
He is.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
He would take on any of the Creed people.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah. We mentioned Altair and Ezio. I mean, all the assassins are badass in their own way.
Yeah.
And we were trying to think of like what's other than Ellie and
I feel
Lara
like
Croft.
Ezio's the most like memorable. I mean, he had multiple games about him.
Yeah, he's definitely probably the biggest fan favorite out of all of them. But
he had the best personality.
I liked Edward
You could
Kenway
say.
a lot in Black
I did
Flag.
too, yeah.
He was cool.
Edward was cool.
I like
I'll
the,
stand by
the
that,
pirate personality.
saying that was my favorite Creed.
Me too.
Black
I love
Flag.
that game.
Yeah, that was a
my
really cool
favorite.
Creed.
And we were trying to think like, oh, what's another female badass we could talk about in addition to Ellie and Lara Croft? And we were thinking that we can't remember her name all of a sudden, but Anna or something, the new assassin from Syndicate,
I think it's
Jacob's
Anna.
sister.
Yeah.
Is it Anna?
Something.
I don't know. She looks cool though.
Yeah, she looks intense
She's
from that
whooping that
trailer I
butt,
saw.
for sure.
So I'm sure that would be added to the list after
Yeah.
we played that game for sure. So
Absolutely. I look forward to slitting some throats as her.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And there's that
absolutely.
female character in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looked freaking awesome.
Mhm.
Talk about that. I'm like, holy crap.
It's got to be like one big one. I mean, you could mention like Marcus Phoenix from Gears. He's a badass.
Is he?
Yeah,
He
he has a chainsaw on his gun.
Well, all of them do.
Yeah, well, any character from the Gears universe, you got to be a badass to be a. What do they call them? The
COG unit
yeah,
or
like
something?
they call them COG soldiers, the Coalition. I know they're
Yeah.
part of the Coalition. No, they call them Gears. The guys that are part of the COG are called Gears.
They are?
That's like their class of soldier, I think, and that's why the game's
Okay.
called Gears of
I don't
War.
remember that.
Because they said
That's
they're
pretty
like
cool,
they're
though.
like Gears in the COG of
Okay,
war.
so that's why Black Tusk Studios is now called the Coalition.
Yes,
is due
because
to
they said they
that.
want to be known for making Gears of War games.
Okay,
Mhm.
that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess. I'm trying to think about Marcus Phoenix though. Like, does he do anything not with his gun? Like, has he ever like
Curb stomp some people.
Curb stomp? Yeah, that is pretty cool.
He smashes people's head with the butt of a sniper rifle as one of the assassinations and
You're right.
or executions in Gears 2. Remember all those cool executions in Gears 2? It was awesome.
Oh, holy crap! Yeah, it went from just like the original, just pushing X to curb stomp to just like
Whichever weapon you were holding would do a different
horrendously
one. Like
mutilating
remember you
people.
could take the torque bow and put their head where the bow is, and then you kick their head off with it. That was awesome. And then and finally, remember they talked about putting this in Gears 2, but they thought it'd be too brutal, which is funny because it's Gears of War. But not until Gears 3 they implemented where you were a locust, you'd rip a cog's arm off and beat him to death with their own arm that you ripped off.
Okay, so I want to talk about Gears of War 2 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we were waiting for this game to come out forever.
Yeah.
And I think we've already discussed this, but the minute I got home with the game, my parents were like, Preston, we have to go see Madagascar 3.
Yeah.
Or Madagascar
It was
2.
I thought it was
whatever.
Shrek.
No, it was Madagascar.
Okay.
I remember it was the second one.
Yeah.
I go to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God. So I go and see Madagascar 2, and I'm just sitting the entire time in that theater going like, please, please, please let this be over. And I actually enjoyed the movie, quite a bit. It was pretty funny. Then I finally get home and I'm like, yes, I can finally play this game. I play through the story a little bit and you guys invite me online.
Yeah.
So I join your session and I probably haven't talked about this a lot, but I'm known as a very quick button masher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about the chainsaw duels.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can push a button pretty freaking fast.
Mm-hmm.
And so the chainsaw duels were implemented, and all it required was for you to push B.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh, so you mean I just win every time?
Yeah.
Essentially. So I get in the first chainsaw duel with you.
Yeah.
You were the first guy I ever chainsaw dueled. Yes.
Wow.
I remember this vividly.
Okay, I don't remember this at all.
Due to my constant throwing of the controllers and stuff, my controller was just destroyed.
Yeah.
I get in a chainsaw duel with you, and the prompt to come up happens. The minute I hit B, the worst sight I ever saw came up. Your controller has disconnected, and my heart literally dropped. And it wasn't even a competition. You just went right through me. Oops. And I will never forget that because I knew that I was just gonna destroy you. I knew it was gonna happen.
Well, yeah,
and you went right through.
I was gonna end you.
I rarely won the chainsaw duels. I can't press a button very fast. So.
Oh, I'll never forget that because it devastated me. That
I'm
my first one ever, my controller just pooped out, and that happened until I got a new controller. Like I couldn't play that game because just me rapidly hitting the button would like disconnect the battery pack.
Yeah.
So, my goodness.
I remember your PS3 controllers were always beat up.
All my controllers were destroyed because I was just a little bitch. I couldn't take anything. I think we talked about it in our Rage video.
Yeah.
But I destroyed my PlayStation 3 controller playing The Last of Us. I like picked up my bed and like smashed it on the ground and just like threw my PlayStation controller like across the room. And those things were so fragile. It just exploded, and I taped it back together. Yeah, I don't. That was like a phase I went through, I guess, because Garrett was just at my house for the 4th of July, and I was showing him like all the marks on my wall from me just being like a baby.
All the battle scars of throwing stuff.
God, that was so stupid. I have to fix those, like patch them up or something.